call in and have questions about Bitcoin. We are on Twitter Live. We're not doing Twitter Spaces tonight. Actually, we're a different show. We're not the Crypto Bros tonight. Big Bro is having a really bad day today. I told him that I got him a Lagunitas beer. It only has 6.2% alcohol. I like these 9% alcohols. And a little bit stronger. But anyways, I guess he didn't want to just have one beer because he doesn't want to get a DUI. Which I can't blame him. I don't like to drink until I get home. Anyways, I'm tonight, since Big Bro isn't here, I'm going to try a little thing. I'm going to try to replace him with AI. And the main reason I think that is a good idea is because I want to record the actual, this is my AI bot is going to read the news to you. And it's going to talk about the election. And it's from all the major newscasts, but the Trump and Harris election, which is both of them have been working. I've never seen two politicians work this hard. Both of them they're basically just killing themselves, and it's a war. It's a war. Kamala Harris, she's got Mark Cuban on her side, and then Trump has Elon Musk has his back. The Doge father. Oh, we already have 5 likes, but we don't have anybody on the live stream. So, Bit Bro's not here. This is going to be the I Hate Monday show. Originally, I wanted to make an I Hate Monday show, but I was scared that, we don't want all the hate. You know what I mean? But speaking of hate, I'm going to play the election news, and I'm going to pull up some Bitcoin jokes that I have. And so just bear with me. I'll have to look it up.
Updates. On election eve, Harris, Trump focus on big prize of Pennsylvania. On the eve of Election Day, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are both campaigning Monday in Pennsylvania, the battleground state with the largest number of electoral votes at stake. Harris plans to crisscross the Keystone State, ending her day with a star-studded event at the Rocky Steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. In addition to Pennsylvania rallies, Trump also held an event in North Carolina and has another planned in Michigan. From PBS at noon today, Harris has 4-point lead over Trump in final PBS News NPR Marist election poll. On the eve of the 2024 presidential election, Vice President Kamala Harris holds a 4-point lead over former President Donald Trump among likely voters nationally, according to the latest PBS News NPR Marist poll. Harris has the support of 51% of likely voters to Trump's 47%, a lead just outside the poll's 3.5-point margin of error. A little more than half of independents support the Republican nominee, a 5-point lead over Harris. It has been and remains a close election, said Lee Miringoff, director of the Marist Institute for Public Opinion. From ABC News, the Walt Disney Company, at 8:37 p.m. today. 2024 election updates. Millions have voted early as Trump, Harris sprint to finish, ABC News. Election eve has arrived with the race for the White House still very tight, with the latest ABC News Ipsos poll out Sunday showing Kamala Harris slightly ahead nationally but Donald Trump ahead in some key swing states, and the two candidates deadlocked in Pennsylvania. Harris is spending her last full day campaigning in battleground Pennsylvania while Trump is hitting the trail in North Carolina and Pennsylvania before ending the day in Michigan. From CBS News at 8:28 p.m. today. With election anxieties high, a lesson in accepting defeat offers hope for future of democracy on the eve of Election Day. Tensions are high and voters are feeling anxious. That's been a theme throughout this entire election season. Be in the know. Get the latest breaking news delivered straight to your inbox. Major Garrett is CBS News chief Washington correspondent. He's also the host of The Takeout, a weekly multi-platform interview show on politics, policy, and pop culture. From the New York Times at 8:30.
Okay, so I have a story about actually this beer right here. I should have not just put this. This is the Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. This is actually my favorite beer. I probably bought more of these. It's 9% alcohol. IPA. It's an India Pale Ale, and this is Imperial, so that means it's a lot. Like usually, like this is a typical IPA from Lagunitas, and it has 6.2% alcohol. But so I went on the tour at the Lagunitas plant where they create all the Lagunitas, and so the story is when they started, the guy that started Lagunitas, he was in California. I don't know, some little small town in California, started a brewery making Lagunitas beer. And so when he was making the beer, they had kind of like their sewage system. He was creating beer, making beer. And remember this, if you have a septic tank. A septic tank is when you have all your shit and everything go into like your field or your underground. Anyways, I'm not trying to explain. Mr. Shitcoin over here is talking about. Okay, anyways, so he was making the alcohol, and I don't know, or making the beer. When you make beer, you have to use yeast, and then you have all this excess shit. And actually, if you've ever made beer, you have like, it's almost like shit on top. But anyways, all the excess crap goes into the sewer, and the yeast and everything. Anyways, so basically the sewer system in the entire town backfired. So there was shit coming out of people's sinks, shit coming out of people's showers. All the pipes were just shooting shit out. The toilets were shooting shit out. Oh yeah, I'll get to some of the questions. I see people in the news feed getting chatty Cathy with me, but anyways, I want to so anyways, and they kicked him out of town, and then he moved to Chicago, and he started Lagunitas Beer, and actually it's on the old he bought the old factory where they filmed the movie Batman, where they dumped the Joker in the big tank. And he bought that building. It was abandoned or whatever, but it was right on the freight train, so he could move all the stuff back, his beer, back and forth on the train rails. Okay, anyways, let's get back to the election news. Anyways, the reason why. Is that a 6 or a 0? I think it's a 6. I'm used to having a 0 people listening. Anyways, so we are live. I don't think we have anybody on Twitter live. I've never been. Usually we go on Twitter Spaces. Why is my phone doing that? I don't even know if I'm sideways. But the important thing is everything is going to be recorded tonight. Everything is being recorded. And you will be able to go back 5 years from now and listen to what the election news was like the day before the election. A lot is going to happen tomorrow. I mean, this has been, I would call it an election. This is a war. People are, I mean, there's equal amounts, and it's all over the place. I mean, I don't really want to get into it, but it's kind of amazing. I've never seen 2 politicians work so hard in my entire life.
8 p.m. today. A day before the election, polls are close, and voters feel a deep sense of foreboding. I spent my weekend driving around southeastern Pennsylvania in a rented minivan. And if the interviews I did there are any indication, there is one thing everyone in this divided nation can agree on: the uncertainty is getting to us. In Lancaster County, Persida Himmel, a 58-year-old college professor, told me something that might resonate with a lot of you. It feels, she said, as if life is on hold through the election. She hasn't graded papers. She plans to teach her classes online rather than in person this week. From the Hill at 7:09 p.m. today. Election forecaster predicts 218 to 217 House. Sabato's crystal ball, a prominent election forecaster, predicted Monday that this year's elections will result in a House divided by 1 vote. Just like the presidential race, the battle for the House has been a toss-up for essentially the whole cycle. Sabato's Crystal Ball editor-in-chief Larry Sabato, managing editor Kyle Kondik and associate editor J. Miles Coleman wrote in a piece published Monday. Our general belief throughout was that the presidential and House winner was likelier than not to be the same, they continued. Our final ratings reflect this, but only by the barest possible margin and with little confidence.
Okay, so I have a Bitcoin joke. How does a Bitcoin confess its love? How does a Bitcoin confess its love? I won't ever fork you, but I'll always be on your block. Yeah, BitBro did not want me. I have a little synthesizer. I could add in all these laughs and everything, but he does not want any weird music and sound effects. But he does want the graphics, maybe the green screen. We could show graphs and charts when we're talking about Bitcoin. All right, why did the Bitcoin go to art school? Why did the Bitcoin go to art school? To learn how to draw better charts. I think we just lost half our viewers.
EBC at 7:02 p.m. today. Drones and snipers on standby to protect Arizona vote counters. Razor wire, thick black iron fencing, metal detectors, armed security guards, bomb sweeps. The security at this center where workers count ballots mirrors what you might see at an airport or even a prison. And, if needed, plans are in place to further bolster security to include drones, officers on horseback and police snipers on rooftops. Maricopa County became the center of election conspiracy theories during the 2020 presidential contest, after Donald Trump spread unfounded claims of voter fraud when he lost the state to Joe Biden by fewer than 11,000 votes. From the Daily Beast at 6:38 p.m. today. Steve Bannon bucks MAGA consensus with his election prediction. Steve Bannon appears unconvinced of a Donald Trump blowout in the 2024 presidential election, instead predicting razor-thin margins at best in swing states. The former Trump strategist and War Room podcast host's acknowledgement of a neck-and-neck race contradicts claims made by many in Trump world, who claim to be confident in a Trump blowout. According to national polls, Trump and Kamala Harris are locked in a dead heat as of Monday. Still, the once fawning court jester of Trump said he foresaw a Republican victory. From Fox Business at 5:30 p.m. today. Trump dominating over Harris in betting markets ahead of Election Day, while polls show the 2024 presidential...
Yeah, the poly market, like a couple weeks ago, kind of got everybody kind of ramped up on Twitter. I don't know if you know Polymarket. It is a betting site, but it seemed like they had Trump at like a 20% lead for the past couple weeks, which kind of almost all the people on Twitter and all the Elon Musk followers and mostly Republicans were very excited about that news. But I mean, it's I don't believe that it to be true. I wish that I could get on here and look at some of the messages. I do see them on my old cell phone that I'm recording on. I've got my digital camera over there. And then I guess we've got Twitter live over here. We've got no one over there. We got two people on the thing. We got some comments. BitBro is not here tonight. Anyways, I've been looking for a like a sponsor but I've been actually thinking about maybe just doing an investment, selling some of my like Solana or something. Anyways, also Solana the other day came out with gift cards, so you can buy like a gift card, and it's sitting there right next to the Fortnite gift cards. You can buy Solana or Fortnite. Which would you rather invest in? Ask your kids. They'll be like, Fortnite, Mom. So Bitcoin right now is at 68,000. It was at an all-time high at 73,000. And also, did I tell you about the Bitcoin soap on a rope? Yeah, I was. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with some idea that we can do for some kind of branding. I've been talking to. I was up all night talking to AI, and AI says that if I want to be a better social influencer, I need to be branded. It's not talking about all the other things that I need to do. It's kind of like, this becoming a social influencer to me is it's like Alcoholics Anonymous. You got to get your signatures, you got to go in and talk to the group and da 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 da. You got to do this 12-step program. You got to admit that you're powerless to Google, and you got to admit that you all the wrongings, all the people, and kiss everybody's ass. It's just kind of that's a bad thing. Okay, so but yeah, so I'm thinking about coming out. I have my friend has a goat farm and he's creating some goat soap, and I was thinking that maybe I could create a bar of soap, like or Bitcoin soap, like so it'd be like a gold. I kind of wanted to do like a gold bar, kind of like a dial bar, like with a Bitcoin symbol on it. And then where some other people with some other opinions were saying that there may be a Bitcoin soap on a rope, and then you could that way you can't lose your Bitcoin soap while you're showering. Anyways, yeah. So like I said, I'm looking to invest in a company. I want to find a company that'll let me. So just in case somebody doesn't agree with the things that I say in my politics or I do something weird, I don't want to discredit the company. So I basically want to go and invest in something and have my own brand basically. Now I was big into the bodybuilding supplements, and I kind of first actually started becoming a social influencer working for Ray's. I was an ambassador and I would promote it and pass out free supplements and da 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 da. But I guess it's not funny. The point is like a lot of the bodybuilders or whatever, you can contact like a company that makes amino acids or protein shakes or whatever, and you can have your own little brand and then you sell that on your show. And I guess that's what a lot of. So, anyways, I'm looking to invest with somebody, and maybe you could be my sponsor out there. I'm open to anything, but I kind of want to take some of my money, invest it, and actually have my own little brand. That way, I can't go. You know what I mean? I don't. Some kind of weird. Anyways, let's talk about Peanut and Fred. Fred is a. Well, let's not lose the thing. Peanut and Fred. Fred is a squirrel. It was executed by the state of New York police officer. The government raided. Okay, so a bunch of Karens got really jealous because a squirrel is more popular on Instagram, and then and also it was a mega support.
Greasing the skids for conspiracy theories. I'm hoping it's nothing of the same scale as what we observed
What
on
the?
January 6th, but we may be seeing some bad behavior exposed as people believe that their votes weren't counted.
What is my phone doing?
Districts were
Okay, we were live on Twitter.
Authentic posts by real social media users or paid ads or what?
Yeah, there's those, because ads have also been a problem. For instance,
I don't know where this came from. This is really weird.
Thousands of dollars on Facebook, pushing ads with just outright brazen lies, like that the election might be postponed or that Kamala Harris was in trouble.
I guess we're gonna end the feed on Twitter.
The last couple presidential elections, why would the rules be looser now than they were then?
Okay, you know what? Let's just keep it live.
Just bear with me. I wasn't going doing this Twitter.
This has kind of got a delay on here. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna keep the live feed on Twitter. This is really weird. My mom was saying that the other day that, her cousin that's called her every single day. Oh, her Android phone, like the person's number didn't show up and she can't find the person's number.
So this is the day before we do the election.
And actually
Tomorrow was the election with Trump and Harris.
Researchers say X.
And tomorrow is the Trump and Harris. So
I don't know why this is doing this to me. You saw that. I was talking about.
Election news.
You saw that. I started talking about. Man, I don't know what is going on with the squirrel. Did you see that? Like all of a sudden, everything started going nuts when I started talking about Peanut and Fred. Peanut and Fred, the squirrel that was executed by the government. Anyways, let's not talk about that.
The race between former
go back
President
to the
Trump and
election
Vice
news.
President Harris is neck and neck ahead of Election Day. The GOP nominee is heavily favored to win in nearly all betting markets. Traders on crypto-based Polymarket, the largest prediction market, saw Trump as having a 58.1% chance of
Yeah, Polymarket. Last night, they're having another one on December 3rd. It is a poker game and it's live on Twitch. So Polymarket told the Thread guy, and if you don't know who the Thread guy is, he's the guy that went out and interviewed. He went to Romania and interviewed Andrew Tate. I heard that he got robbed on the way, and then Tate was trying to fight him, and it was pretty confrontational. He tried to tell Andrew Tate that he never got vaccinated, and Tate called him out for lying, and then he finally admitted that he lied because he wanted to make Tate happy. I mean, like he was saying that, like he was looking at Tate's head, and like you could see like his like veins moving around on his forehead. Anyways, let's not talk about Andrew Tate. But we are on my other page, and I want to say one thing. There is crypto.com. They have the stadium. It's a known crypto exchange. They were the #1 crypto exchange last month, beating Coinbase, and they're going to provide stocks, or they applied to the government to have stocks and options trading. I'm not a financial advisor, but that is my second biggest investment. We will go back to the political news.
taking back the White House as of Monday afternoon, compared to Harris's 41.9%. On US-based platform Kalshi, traders saw Trump with a 55% chance of victory to Harris's 45%. Trump is also projected to win, according to every prediction market tracked by Real Clear Politics.
I think I'm gonna go live on Twitter Spaces. Yeah, we're gonna go live on Twitter Spaces. But I gotta get I turned off my phone. You saw it going crazy the minute that I mentioned the execution of the people's pets. Anyways, that is one of the worst things that you could ever do to somebody. People care more about their pets than they do each other. People care more about... Anyways, let's not talk about politics.
Forbes at 4:06 p.m. today.
Right. Oh yeah, we will talk about
Here's
politics.
when we'll know the Trump-Harris election results in must-win swing states. In the 7 swing states likely to decide the election on Tuesday, the timing of results vary based on laws in each state and the volume of absentee votes, with the earliest indication of who might win likely coming by the end of Election Day, when results are reported in Georgia and North Carolina, though final tallies could take days or weeks.
Got another Bitcoin joke for you. Yeah, so I'm just relaxing here. It is the I Hate Monday show, and I hate Monday. Do you hate Monday? I hate Monday. What do you get when you cross a Bitcoin with a magician? A cryptocurrency that disappears in thin air. God damn it, play. Play, you fucking AI piece of shit. Ooh, I'm getting a little lit. Better not piss off my new co-host. Come on, AI. Okay, Google. Play the crypto
week of the 20th.
Live. We are back live. We are back live. I was about to Twitch, you know what I mean? You know, fuck you too. I signed up for Twitch last. So like the Thread guy, I think I was telling you they had a poker game.
Wherever you sell.
Shut up. We had a poker, not we, but BitBoy was there. The Thread guy was there. I met the Thread guy when he started talking. He was one of the original Bored Ape holders. So the Bored Ape holders are some pretty cool guys. Where is BitBro Samuel Covert says, Rebar Reverse Osmosis, Spicy Live. Anyway, where is BitBro? Like I said, Mr. Samuel, BitBro had a really bad day today, and he's taking the time off. And actually, he's getting all the software. We're going to do a little upgrade on our show. And we are going to have more graphics. We're going to have a green screen, and we're going to have charts. But I don't know. Well, maybe we'll just we'll do that. Actually, he wants to have one on Thursday. So we're going to move the BitBro show to Thursday. And this is the I Hate Monday show. This is a brand new show. Anyways, let's talk about elections.
Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1.
Okay, so we have a fucking advertisement. Anyways, I think we've gotten enough about the election news. I think we've heard enough about the election. Haven't you heard enough? I am so sick of hearing about it. It really doesn't matter to me. Honestly, I am a member of the Libertarian Party, and I'm going to vote Libertarian. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know who that is, but I'm just going to go vote for him. I hope no one gets mad. I don't think I have any more jokes on here. Come on. Nope, there's no more jokes. So we're going to have to go back to my notes. Okay, so what is buy the rumor and sell the news? Ooh, man, I wish I had BitBro back because this is a little bit hard to explain. And actually, I didn't write anything down besides what is buy the rumor and sell the news. What do you think is buy the rumor and sell the news? So it's basically, so what happens is like in stocks or crypto or any type of investment. So, you know, a company can make a ton of money. That's great. But really they need speculation. If you go back to the tulips in back in the old days when it was everything was run by the church, people weren't allowed to have anything good. You weren't allowed to have a nice watch. You weren't allowed to have gold. You weren't, because it was like a sin or something. I'm not trying to explain religion to you. So you were allowed to buy tulips. So I don't know. The tulips just. Anyways, the tulips exploded. Go look up the tulip. Anyway, so buy the rumor, sell the news. Someone's writing in. I think someone wants to explain it. So you can read in the, please comment in the comment section what sell the rumor, buy the news is. I wish I had my my AI assistant with me right now, and I could stream on Twitch. I can stream on Twitter or go on Twitter Spaces. I can even go on Instagram. I can go on Facebook, you know. But supposedly YouTube is the so buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell. Someone told me when I first started doing this that I was more entertaining than Roaring Kitty. I mean, he would whip out the magic 8-ball and then he would do like a $1 million options trade on what the 8-ball said. Man, my phone is blowing up. Anyways, buy the rumor, sell the. Anyway, so what happens is things get priced in. So people hear that, like for example, Intel got kicked out of the Dow Jones Industrial. So there are on the Dow Jones Industrial, which is the biggest stock exchange, whatever the fuck. BitBro would be over here going and trying to. Anyways, so there's 30 tech companies. There's only they have different sectors. So they have one sector, and I guess Sherwin-Williams is getting put in. And then there's another sector with technology companies. And so Intel is getting kicked out. I think it's either November 8th or November 9th. I think it's Friday. I've heard Friday and I've heard Thursday. They're getting kicked out of the exchange, and NVIDIA, which, if you don't know what NVIDIA is it is the semiconductor company. They make microchips for the government, for everybody. They're actually the one of the best performing companies. They're in the Magnificent Seven. They're one of the best performing companies of the year. So they are going to be put into the. So when they found out that Intel was going to get kicked out, the stock dumped because they bought the rumor. There was a rumor that Intel was going to get kicked out, so everybody dumped the stock. And then the stock went down, and then Whiff bought the stock when it was at the bottom. Okay, I only made $17 off it. I sold it this morning because I don't want to fuck with it. When it gets kicked out, maybe it'll go down some more, and I might buy it back. I don't really think that Intel is a bad company, and NVIDIA is one of the best companies that you could ever buy. So, have you ever heard of micro supercomputer? So, what is going on in the world today is people are creating cryptocurrencies, stocks, Anyways, we are building a supercomputer. I was watching some videos the other day about how Elon Musk is trying to build a one thing, everything app, like they have in China. Anyways, the whole world is becoming one big supercomputer. And so basically, you can invest in this stock called Micro Supercomputer, and it from its all-time high, it is down 80%. I have that in my notes. And then we also have these notes, CZ. CZ is Xi Jinping. Basically, that's why they call him CZ. I think it's Xi Jinping. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not very good. Anyways, he is out of jail. He was the CEO of Binance, and actually in a speech, which I posted on my YouTube channel, his first speech when he got out of jail, he was in jail for 4 months. He was in jail for KYC. And for you out there that does not know what KYC is know your customer. So basically what he did is he did not require a terrorist to provide his driver's license information. Basically, know your customer. So he let terrorists. Anyway, so he went to jail and he kind of admitted it and he kind of took the bullet. And he came out buff, bro. He came out buff. When Andrew Tate went to jail, when he came out, did you see how big he was puffing on the big old fat cigars? He didn't give a fuck. Escape the Matrix. But yeah, So yeah, CZ is Jack now. He's just a little guy. He actually was I don't know if he did it with his money, but he was a professional soccer player. I mean, what an awesome dude. Usually athletes have the best brains. He's actually one of the smartest people in the world. And I'm not going to start pumping CZ. So he's out of jail. He's not going to go back to Binance. It'll be amazing what he decides to do. CZ, I remember back when, Elon Musk kind of turned over, when he started Twitter, he kind of turned over his keys to CZ. Elon Musk was like, hey, I got a lot going on right now. I gotta just chill out. And then CZ just started dominating on Twitter. And then that's when the fall of FTX, when CZ, so CZ and Sam Bankman were battling it out over a crypto or Aptos. So Facebook started a crypto, and then CZ and Sam Bankman were fighting over it. And then after that, Sam Bankman saw that he was out of money because he was trying to, he would try to buy, so cryptos, you can vote on a crypto. So basically, it's kind of like an election. So if you own over 50% of that crypto, you can do whatever you want with it, basically. And Sam, he wanted that. That's why he fucked everybody and took everybody's money, is because he wanted control over the crypto market. And he used all the investors' money to control the crypto market and fuck everybody. But he made some really bad decisions in the whole crypto market. I mean, it was probably Terra Luna's fault. Anyway, so we talked about the thread guy with the poker game. So last night, I watched the poker game. So the Poly Market, which is a gambling site, and it was the one that was making all the Trump-Harris predictions. They kind of became real popular with that. They told the thread guy, I want you to start basically a casino. I don't want you to film at a casino. I want you to film at a house, not a real casino, and put it on a broadcast. And they did really good. So BitBoy, if you don't know who BitBoy is, he's in crypto, but he's known for, he's just, he started a crypto called Bencoin. Master P, the rapper, invested $2.3 million in it. And he kind of got rugged and lost all his money. And then, I don't know, some goons ended up, so I guess they got him to sign his Lamborghini over by distress, so it didn't really, the judge, anyways, you can't make somebody sign over your, anyways, I don't know if he got his Lambo back, but he live streamed out in front of the person that had the Lambo. And anyways, BitBoy lost $60,000 in one hand. I was watching it. He had three aces. I mean, can you imagine? And then I guess he called with 30,000, so the pot was 60,000. He didn't really lose. I think he lost like 30,000 on that hand. But then after that, he was just emotionally destroyed, and he couldn't make a comeback. So they're having a lot of fun. So BitBoy had three aces, and then somebody on the last little river thing or whatever you call it, he got a 9. So 4 9. So 4 of a kind beats three aces, and he lost like 60 grand. It was very exciting. They're gonna have another one. If you want to look it up, look up the Thread guy. He's very popular. Is the one that interviewed Andrew Tate. Anyways, I think that is it on my notes. I think we will leave it right there because I don't want to ramble on, and that's all I planned on talking about. And like I said, the election is tomorrow. Seems like a lot of people did early voting, and they were saying that the early voting was really crowded. And my dad, I guess, sent in the vote through mail, and so the election is is basically very tied. I wanted to have some of the election information so you can look back on this. I'm going to end it there. Actually, I will read whatever someone has posted a lot of stuff. I know BitBro was going to be at home and he was going to write in and let's I'm going to look at what it says before I end the broadcast. It's been nice spending time with you. Okay. Drank a little too many Voodoo Rangers and grew out of that ponytail. Who is this whiff really whiffing big on his pod? Laugh out loud. You registered to vote. Yeah, yes, I did. Where is BitBro? Anyways, hi Sam. Thanks for asking questions. I don't know if you want to hear my whiffing. Like, I'm gonna end this here. It's been nice talking to y'all. Anyways, I don't know if you hate Monday, but I hate Monday. Everybody hates Monday, and I think that BitBro will agree with me that Monday sucks.